current hit list. These cats are getting fat from facades and illusions, causing grief and confusion. God knows the rap game need a new son. Here I am, here Lord you can use me. Please don't let the industry abuse me, and let the anointed choose me. And the sheep that's walking to sleep will rise that's groovy. I'm taking strong stands and they can't move me. I'm armed with the verbal Uzi. I'm on my good foot and watching my steps, quiet as kept. If you gamble, place your bets, for God is with me. And there's no way to win playing the odds against me. Most of these cats are money, but their soul is empty. And their guilty is the one who stole Kunta Kinte. 1 million man gather won't change a thing. If we only choose to hate a slang or gang bang, we would never see a change.
Are you tired of this rap music? Are you tired of this whack music? The dip and jack music.
Yep.
This shit by the next music. It's much more than black music.
Hey yo, I know you are. Be real with me. Hold on for the second verse. Can you hear me now? Look, it should be crystal clear. Can you hear me now? It's like I'm right in your ear. Can you hear me now? I have a real important question. Can you hear me now? Get your pen as I wreck it. I'm making moves, Blackberry kept close. It's a hustle and slang dope tracks on both coasts. In the Gulf of Mexico, they all know. And yo, bro, they feeling the pulse and they begging for more. Perceived as dirty, although I'm clean as a whistle. Precise flows target your heart like missiles. And when I hit the mark, I blow you out of the dark. Whether you're straight as an arrow or you're prone to spark. How could you think things for us gonna ever get right when they only seen us in a negative light? Just to change things, I'm using all of my might, but yet we argue and fight throughout the day and night. If you're a crackhead, show me who you basing with. See typing actions, total fictions in relationship. Maybe it's deep depression that you're dealing with, causing you to spill off into the illness fit. This time around, there's a change of plans. This time around, it's shameful man. This time around, we'll be keeping it tight, no longer seeing each other in a negative light. And if the president's right, I would support the cause, but he's not. If he's obviously breaking God's laws, ain't no man perfect, we all have flaws. But here's a few words of wisdom for all of y'all.
Are you tired of this rap music? Are you tired of this whack music? The dip and jack music, I suggest you buy the next music. It's much more than black music. Are you tired of this rap music? Are you tired of this whack music? This hip ho and jack music, I suggest you buy the next music. It's much more than black music.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, oh. Yeah, we're taking over the airwaves. Let us play. God's coming this way. Yeah, we're taking over the airwaves. We're taking over the airwaves. Let us play.
One objective, Jack, and that's getting my crown back and restoring relationships with surround that. And yes, you bobbing your head because these clowns are whack. Broken English transport, so this sounds exact. There was a breach, bruh, and that's why I teach, bruh. You know your folks with the shit back in the Middle East, bruh. Seed of the sun, making pleas to the young, holding Christ in their bosom, but conceding the guns. Knowledge is free. Take the reading for fun and set a goal for finally meeting the one. Get all excited for he has a place where you neither the devil or disgrace can replace you, dude. So let's face it, dude, you gotta go like me. Family history and legacy was stole like these. Revenging souls that were hung on trees and restoring light to the lost souls of this brain disease.
We're taking over the air, yeah. Let us play. God's coming this way. Yeah, we're taking over the airwaves. We're taking over the airwaves. Let us play. God's coming this way. Yeah, we're taking over the airwaves.
Hey yo, I'm looking for directions, bruh.
Is that right?
Yo, you harboring the essence, bruh,
Of that life.
but you got to elevate and walk that out. Too many imposters simply want to talk that out. Let them know if they talk about it, they best to be about it. Form a plan and then plot a decree about it. And if they fail to produce the juice out of your life, give these imposters a boost. We need to see the proof. Blind faith for most. Lead the lost to a boat, so get ready to float or find a knife at your throat. Can you not see these actions lead the blind into a large artsy, a rough traction and deep dissatisfaction. The shit is passing, its borders on demonic. Whether Christian, Jewish, Buddhist, or Islamic, it make me wanna vomit when I see the mess. And when you're dealing with the righteous, you can see the rest.
Taking over the airwaves, and the devil won't let us play. Cause I know God's coming this way. Yeah, we're taking over the airwaves. We're taking over the airwaves, and the devil won't let us play. Cause I know God's coming this way. Yeah, we're taking over the airwaves.
You seen Trayvon, man?
Nah,
Yo.
Yo, man, I don't know what you're talking about, boy.
Where is Trayvon? Where is Trayvon? Where is Trayvon?
Hello? While you were calling on me, a strange thing started following me. Even the eye that is hollow can see. The street has kids are bothering me. I'm almost home, damn, I hope my father can see.
You got protection?
Only a bottle of tea. And I pray I'm not found hanging out on the tree. What's the deal with this guy? He got the devil in his eye. I'ma stand my ground, and I am not gonna flee. My daddy told me stand tall when I'm walking the street. And I might.
Hey, what's up, T-Bone? You know what? I went live, right? They hijacked my account, made a double, and I was trying to go live with that, and it wouldn't allow it. So I had to come. When I got back here, because I wanted to do a truck talk, and I went live, they had a fake resume. I got rid of it, and my regular one was up in the corner. These people are funny. I love it. They are so freaking stupid. Let me go ahead and drop it. Oh, this is from yesterday. So I wanted to talk about the two couples. March 2nd, the young lady was raped like several times by several individuals. And the Brazilian, she's Spanish. He's Spanish, she's Brazilian. But this dual Spanish and Brazilian, a couple who are traveling. I'm going to read it because I don't want to just sit here saying this anything, right? Okay. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to read it. I have it here. I just got to pull it up. So the Carter, I believe, which is east. So they got these guys' pictures and stuff, which I don't really want to see. I'm not going to read their names. You can, I might read their names because, you know, sick bastions. But three have been arrested, just to let y'all know, okay? Which is a beautiful thing. All right, they have been arrested. So alleged gang rape of a tourist with Brazilian Spanish dual nationality in the eastern Indian state of Jharkhand, has led to outrage. The 28-year-old woman and her husband, who are on a motorbike tour, has stopped. They've been traveling all over too, for the night in Dunki district when the alleged attack took place. So this is a small form of fermented pineapple, goji berry, and lemon juice, and distilled water with a couple of things: a hydrogenated, digestible hydrogen peroxide, kind of a mineral thing. Just a couple of drops. Oh my goodness, that is phenomenal. And it's important that I do this because I feel it's very important. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's going on, brother? So the attack on March 2nd of March 2024, they had went to this area and they met these individuals and they came out of nowhere. It was a kid standing up on a rock. You know, I call them Gujar or gypsies. But not everybody in India, Hindustan, I'm not calling it because the world is doing their best to remove who we are. Okay, Asian superior, Indians, the real ones, these individuals broke it up. And I find it very important to speak on this because You have people, even Sofa from Brazil, who are saying some very nasty things. I went to read their page, which beautiful thing is that they video recorded everything, even the hospital, the court. And I need people to understand, all right? How dare anybody in Brazil, part of that motorcycle like riding stuff, and many people do, we have people that do it here. Let me help you out. In Brazil, tourists get raped. Not just the women, but the men murdered. And here in so-called America, the same thing. In UK, in Australia, oh my goodness, I don't even go into the history from 70s up to here. All right. And you know who are more decent? Go to Pakistan. As long as you're invited and you meet, like, you know, gang politics, you meet certain individuals and they give you a pass. And you're not there for in government, but you are traveling because you want to show people the good side. They're going to give you let me tell you something. Dubai, man, I met, and even Turkey, I had met some of the best people, or they were on good behavior. And I mean, I ride motorcycles and all that. And let me tell you, never had a problem. So it happens everywhere. And the sad thing, and this is not to make this all right, I am so grateful for the Hindu police, the police department, all right, and Jharkhand, right, who went out there and caught these individuals. They were young too, okay? They caught them, all right? And it was a beautiful thing that they caught these imbeciles. But I say that based upon some kind of emotional feeling. The issue is what made them be this way. You have Rajan Marandi, Pradeep Kisku, and Sakla Hemra. These are the individuals, okay? Now, there were more involved, but they got them. And let me tell you something. The most embarrassing thing is what they did to him. And the individual wanted her to look at him as he raped her. There's one. So it was easy to identify them. And I believe they're going to get life. And it might get worse. That's India, Hindustan. You don't want to be around over there messing around. Not especially close to Pakistan. You just don't want to do it. The issue at hand, or a reason why I felt like I need to address this, I know some wonderful Hindu brothers. I know some here in America, American born. Some who came over here, worked at gas stations. Man, I would go into the gas station when I was really on my Copenhagen thing, and I go in there and forget my wallet. And Gal was his name, one of my favorites. He'd be like, "Oh, Red, oh, no worries. How many you want? I know you'll pay me. I'm not, you know what? Here," he will put $5 or a half a roll on the table. It's not because I would stop stuff and people wanting to fight and, somebody stealing something. Yo, bro, don't have to steal it. Here go $5, bro. Yo, thanks, man. Like, I mean, that was just because I wanted people's nature to be different. You know what I mean? It happens everywhere. And I would just hope if anybody have commented on it, put their feelings and emotions aside and see that we have work to do here ourselves. You know what an example should be? Connecticut. Those ministers and them brothers who went out there, regardless of how they want to identify, who armed themselves and still patrol right to this moment. And some other places that the news don't want to talk about because they really want to disarm you, the media and the government, so they can do worse, okay? And I believe that is the most important thing. You look at the border, right? The so-called border between Texas and Mexico, New Mexico, Arizona, and all that, blah, blah, right? And you look at the racists that went out there and actually shot and murdered people who were innocent, who were really fleeing for the betterment of their health, attempting to get away even from, what's those individuals, the jackals or whatever they call them, right? The mules, the donkeys, whatever the freaking call them, who really wanted to get away. They didn't want to be part of the drugs. They didn't want to, and they had family members murdered, and they felt like coming here was the safest thing. Because in people's mind, nobody knows what distress does. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like I need to address it. Y'all can look into it. You can see it for what it is. And it made big news. And I was surprised nobody even commented on it. And we have that issue here. We have loved ones who have perished because of being raped. in the grand cities by our own people and outside forces. I just felt like if I cannot express or communicate about something like this, and there's stuff happening right now, probably right here in this country. I don't even want to talk about Philly with the dope problem and some of those little goofy wanksters out there selling drugs. When they get some of those new little, light breads, and they go to they say, hey, and they see them, they're like, oh, it looks kind of good. And they got their meth, they got their dope, and they got their crack. And they say, hey, and they take them and they party and they rape these girls. And those people go out in that street and they're shooting meth up and the pains and nobody listen. The family don't let go of them because of the mistakes, as if they're righteous. Just know this, it's happening all the time. I don't say every minute I want to give it energy, but it happens everywhere. And so I just wanted to just bring that to light, that we cannot condemn a people like we can't condemn all the Hindus because of the Gujarat or the Turks or the Iranians. Regardless of what the politicians are doing in concert together. And some would say, you're just trying to bring everybody together. Wasn't everybody together at one time? Regardless of what capacity. So if you want to have further details on it, go ahead and look it up. Just put in Brazilian and Spanish dual citizens motorcycle tripping or touring in Jharkhand, being raped and beaten. And they have a YouTube channel, I think, or somebody's uploaded it. They travel all around. They have been traveling everywhere. They've been here. They travel everywhere. And the young Brazilian sister was strong. The Spanish guy, you could hear it in him, the pain. That's his wife or his girlfriend or whatever. All right, so check it out, man. And the grateful thing is that they're alive. Now, he says some things that I think most of us would have said or wanted to do even worse. But I think it's a magnificent thing that they withstood it. And let's listen to what they have to say. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I'm about to eat. I'm finished my juice. I felt a little weak because, I've been eating heavy until not too long ago, where I said, let me change my diet habits completely. And so I'm making my pasta. I got my sauce. And you know what? Let me pull this up. I want to read something to y'all. I always got a little tea. Woo, this thing's going that quick. Sodium chloride, also known as salt, common salt, table salt, or halite, is an ionic compound with the chemical formula NaC1, which y'all should know, representing a 1-to-1 ratio of sodium and chloride ions. So whenever you buy something, you see sodium chloride, find out which one it is. Now, I'm not going to go sit there and go through all that, okay? And if you go and buy a sauce, now, usually I like to make my own, so I use real Bertolli olive oil sauce, because I don't have a cold press to take olives, which I can go and get, that haven't been blanched in chemicals. You want cold press where it's been put in a little bit of brine to make it sauce. Because olives, for those who don't know, I've been to some olive. Them things as hard as damn rocks, smell like an acorn. So they have to be softened in order, you know what I'm saying? But you don't want the ones that are made by the mob and all these other idiots who don't cold press but refine and add seed oils and stuff. So I prefer Bertolli and 2 others. And so I went ahead and bought a Bertolli olive oil that has vegetables and all that, chunks, mind you, that has the sodium chloride. Stay away from the soybean oil and citric acid. Now I did a video where I discussed citric acid and a couple other ingredients. So be mindful to know the levels, and you can go to the website and you can call the people and say, hey, look, I need you to let me know exactly what citric acid was added. Was it from the mold, or how was it created from a bug? And I need to know the amount per NGL. You need to know, so that way you can say, forget what the USDA got to sell, because the USDA is bought and paid for, and they're going to work with poisoning and crippling and harming and hurting you. All right, so that's all I have to say. So 5:30, I'll be back on the read, and I am about to go make my spinach and butter. Was it spinach, butternut squash? Well, the pasta is literally made from that, non-GMO, organic, and 0 sugars, and spelt. And I'm going to sit here and I'm going to gobble that up with about 4 cloves of garlic chopped up in it. And I will see you guys again at 5:30. And somebody made a donation. I wanted to say thank you. Was it Berry Boy? Who was it? Sylvester was the one, right? Well, Raymond Berry. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Sonelli. Appreciate it. Thank you. So, there was nothing at the post office. I am hungry. I'm going to open the window. We was outside, and he just wanted to start running, and it was hot on his little paws, and he was just trying to run and find shade, and I'm like, I'm not going under no bushes. I ain't running down the side of the building. I'm going to leave the door open. I'm going to come in here and sit down. I did my little trunk twist and exercise my knees and my wrists, and it wasn't but about 10 seconds later, he come running up in here like, where you go? I should have been recording. Anyway, I'll see you guys in a little bit. He's in the window. I got to open the window. All right? Stupid motherfucker.